Wildfires have now burned roughly 7 million hectares of land across the country this year, making this fire season the worst on record, and we're just starting. It's only June. Where there is fire, there's a lot of smoke. And the story of this spring and the start of summer has been air quality advisories in every province and territory, and often in as many areas at the same time. So for more this morning, we've brought back Dr. Courtney Howard, an emergency physician and vice chair of the Global Climate and Health Alliance. Good morning to you.
Morning, Anne-Marie.
So we had a great conversation a few weeks ago about the dangers of smoke in the air. The air hasn't gotten a lot better in that time. What are your concerns now about this constant and prolonged exposure to wildfire smoke?
Yes, well, we don't have really good studies in terms of the long-term effects of really acute wildfire smoke exposure. There's some studies from monkeys that say that it can really cause decreased lung function all the way through life, but we just don't know. So for now, what we know about acute episodes are that people are probably experiencing some low mood, trouble sleeping, maybe a bit of trouble concentrating. Definitely people with asthma will be having more trouble, probably needing more medications. So emergency departments usually see more presentations for asthma, more presentations for cardiopulmonary chronic diseases, and also more heart attacks. So it's definitely a time to be taking really good care and staying out of the smoke.
We've seen some people start to take masks because not everybody can stay inside and with the doors and windows shut. How should we be protecting ourselves?
That's a great idea, yes. An N95 mask that is well fitted to your face. And I actually just saw a review online of different ones. So they found that the ones that have the strap that go all the way around your head tend to fit better. And you know that you've got a good seal if when you breathe in, it sort of sucks into your face and you can tell that most of the air is going through the mask instead of around the sides. If you have a well-fitting mask, it can filter out up to 90% of these teensy tiny little PM 2.5 particles that cause all the harm. So definitely staying inside with the window shut. If you have the ability to buy an air filtration device, a HEPA filter, definitely run that. And really trying to support your mental health by trying to make sure you get some exercise when you can. So whether that's downloading a podcast that you can do inside, or really when the air does get clear and you have a clean air window, opening up your windows, airing out your house, going outside, seeing your community, getting some exercise, some nature time, that can really help us stay mentally and physically well through these long episodes.
Doctor, you've lived through very smoky summers in your home in Yellowknife. What kind of health effects did you see during those periods?
Well, we did the study because I saw so many people in the emergency department with asthma. And indeed, we found a full doubling of emergency department visits for asthma over that 2-month period. We saw a 50% increase in pneumonia. We saw quite a few in little babies and children. So we know that kids breathe faster and get a bigger dose of the pollution per unit of body weight than adults. So really important to keep the little ones inside. And we had a lot of people in our qualitative study. We interviewed people and just said, hey, how did it feel to live through 2.5 months of smoke? And they said things like they felt really disconnected from the land. They missed gardening, fishing. They were wondering too what this meant for their kids. So they would say things like, you know, if it's this bad now, what does this mean for my children? And something I really loved was that the final theme was that the people who prepared the most felt the best. So the people who said, you know, I fire smarted my home, I had my evacuation bag ready to go right next to the door. I had all my medications in there. I got my community together, made sure that the mayor opened up our recreation facilities for free so we could all go in there and socialize. They had a completely different tone to their interview. They sat up straight. They looked proud. They looked empowered. Yeah. And so from that, you know, we can see that preparation not only does good, but feels good. You know, this is definitely exacerbated by climate change. We know that under all feasible emission scenarios, Canada is going to continue to warm and have changing precipitation, at least until mid-century. We're lucky today, actually. Canada is going to be announcing its national adaptation strategy. And so really making sure that it's fully funded is going to be really, really important.
Lots to continue to watch for as we continue to deal with these air quality advisories throughout the summer. Dr. Howard, always great to talk to you. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.